Hello, my friends, and welcome or welcome back to my channel. This is going to be a love reading. You'll know if it's resonating if you feel called to listen to it by the title. And just when I get into the energy, if you feel like you're hooked on it, then it means there's a message for you. If something feels off, it means it's not for you. So use your discernment, listen to your body, and let's get into it. I hope you guys are doing well. I'm happy to be here with you. My life is back to normal after yesterday, after like a month of complete chaos in my house. It's making me think of the tower and like the dust settling and being able to see clear again. Anyway, I hope you guys are doing well. So let's see what this is about. We have love call on the bottom and ascending. Oh my goodness. And I'm not going to lie, we'll see what comes out. But when I hit record, I immediately felt more of a high vibrational energy. I'm also getting a little bit of nervousness. So I'm not sure if that's you or the person you're connected to, but there's like this nervousness I'm feeling as well. So maybe it's someone nervous to, come towards you and talk to you. But yeah, we do have ascension. Learning and expansion, transcending, preparing for union, new phase. And we have not today and twin flames. Interesting. So it could be that this has been being held back, or maybe this person is nervous to come towards you because there were boundaries put in place. It says avoiding conversation, and then we have love call. So it feels like you have someone that has been avoiding communicating with you. Maybe you're dealing with an avoidant. But let's see what else comes out. We have separation. Keep in mind, we did see the twin flame card. So we have sadness, bitterness, missing you, thinking about you, uncertain about future. And I also feel a little shaky. Interesting. So we'll see what comes out, and then we'll get tarot to confirm. We have passion, insane chemistry, sparks and having fun, equal interest, burning desire. And if you look at this, there's two flames here. So it's really giving me that twin flame energy that we were seeing. So you could be dealing with a twin flame. Not surprised if you found me. And we have keys on a ring. So maybe you have more than one option in your energy, or you're going to. Like maybe there's someone new, but there's also this person from the past. It also says strung along and, options. So this person could have strung you along, or you could have felt like they strung you along. Maybe they led you on. They could have also made you feel like an option by not prioritizing you. So let's see what comes out. I haven't used this deck in a little while, and I felt called to it this morning. We have camera, reminiscing, making memories, learning from the past, perceptions. So you've got someone, we've got unconditional love and clock, needs time, cycles take time, time to heal, progressing. So it feels like maybe there was some sort of cycle that needed to come to an end in order, like if there is going to be a new beginning, maybe that cycle needed to end to make way for that new beginning. But you've got someone reminiscing about you here. This is Six of Cups energy, so someone from your past. The thing that I like is it says learning from the past. So clearly you and this person both learned a lesson from this cycle and from this separation. Maybe, you feel unconditional love for this person. Oftentimes with, twin flames, you go through that separation, and even if they crossed your boundaries and they hurt you, when the dust settles, you still feel this kind of love towards them. And again, unconditional love is not about putting up with bad behavior. But that's one of the things that a lot of counterparts talk about, is the fact that they feel this unconditional love towards their twin flame. Again, it doesn't mean that you have to put up with bad behavior. You have to love yourself enough to put up healthy boundaries, is what I'm hearing. But I feel like maybe this person's perception of you has changed since this separation. And we also have giving and receiving, fairness and love, affection returned. And we had that option and strung along card. So maybe this person is realizing they didn't return your affection, or they weren't fair with you. Maybe they didn't put in enough effort. But we'll see what comes out. That's what's coming out so far. All right, again, I feel this nervousness. It could be your person's energy. So what do you need to know about this situation? What do you need to know about this situation? We have, we have wedding rings, union and marriage, soul connection, everlasting love, devotion. And you could feel, you know, a soul loyalty to this person is what I'm hearing. Again, twin flames. But it does, you do have a soul connection with this person, a Hierophant connection. And maybe they felt commitment energy with you and they were an avoidant and they ran. Maybe they had a fear of intimacy. I'm not saying what they did was okay, but that type of energy comes from wounding. Just side note, it's making me think of like a really good example, if you've seen like the new Love is Blind, is I'm watching it right now, and there's this guy who was very open in the pods about how he sabotages connections and he pushes people away. And he ended up getting engaged to this girl. And then when they left the pods, I won't give you any spoilers, but when they left the pods, you could see he immediately started trying to make excuses why he couldn't marry this girl, even though he had feelings for her and he loved her. And it was really sad to watch because he was deflecting onto her. He was like, he was making it all about her and saying that it was her fault. And here's the reasons why I don't think we should be together. And my friends and family won't approve. And my friends and family this and my friends and family that. And he just made up excuse after excuse and made it feel like it was all her fault, when in my opinion, she had done nothing wrong. So that's like an example of how people, even though they feel that love towards someone, because of wounding and because of the opinions of other people, they can sabotage those connections. So that came to my mind for a reason. But we have union and marriage. So this could be a counterpart connection that, you know, is marked for union in this lifetime if you both put in the work and learn from the past. We have love, unconditional love, self-love and wholeness, affection and attraction, selflessness. And that's kind of what I was hearing with this could be marked for union if you take the path of self-love and self-discovery and self-growth. You know, I talk about twin flames a lot, so I don't want to, I know a lot of you like the repetition, but I don't want to sound like a broken record. But twin flames are meant to come together, and then they're meant to separate and go on their own journey and then come back together when they're whole, when they're, you know, when they come into union with themselves. So maybe you're working on coming into union with yourself, unconditionally loving yourself, knowing your worth, that type of thing. Anyway, let's keep going. Clearly this person feels a soul connection with you. That didn't want to come out. We have healthy choices and separation. So this separation was meant for you to, again, work on your self-love and make healthier choices. You could be someone who's working on those things. You could be trying to make healthier choices with your diet, with your lifestyle. This is looking good. This is looking good. It says being happier, love, and life. And I think some people put too much, I'm hearing eggs in one basket, but some people put too much emphasis on love with another person, and that, like, if you feel lonely and you are thinking like, will I always be alone and no one will ever love me and I need someone else in my life, if you're feeling that need, it's actually yourself and your own self-love that you're seeking. You're seeking that love. That love is within you, is my point. Anyway, this looks good. So it seems like there's a separation here, even though you have a soul connection with this person. Maybe for some of you, you were married to this person. Take that as it resonates. Or maybe, you know, this person was married, and maybe this person was married and you made the healthier choice by saying, I'm not a side piece, you know? We do have third-party interference here, and we have not today. So what it feels like is it feels like you were dealing with someone who was crossing your boundaries or not respecting you. And it could have been that, you know, they were a bit of a player, or they were inconsistent, hot and cold, made you feel like an option. Third party interference, it could have been that there was a third party, like romantically, or third party interference is anything that gets in the way of you and this person connecting. So this person's lifestyle. I just want to talk about, I'm hearing mirroring actually. So if you're making healthier choices and this is your counterpart and you're in separation, then mirroring, they would be making healthier choices too. But it looks to me like right here, there was some sort of line that was crossed or a boundary that was put up, and that this person was maybe avoiding dealing with it, or maybe they were pushing you away, right? Or denying this connection. We have cut down, cutting out, separation, stop the pattern, silent treatment. So again, it does feel like there was some sort of cycle here that needed to come to an end. And sometimes, unfortunately, sometimes people need to lose you to realize what they had in the first place. And yeah, in a perfect world, that wouldn't be a thing. But it can be, because sometimes when two people are like butting heads, it's hard to see clearly. Or when that tower is collapsing, it's hard to see clearly through the dust. So I don't know, I don't think you and this person are talking right now. They could have really hurt you, you know, and maybe you had to put up a boundary. Let's keep going. We have healing heart. See, this is really nice because it does show that you're healing from this and that you needed to heal from this. We have soulmates on the bottom. Soul connection, partnership, soul contract, life partner. And I know that people don't necessarily like it when I say this, but there is a reason. Soul contract, you have it twice. There's a reason that this person came into your life, and it was to teach you some kind of lesson, perhaps about yourself. Every person that comes into our life, they're meant to teach us a lesson. And I feel like this person was meant to kind of cross your boundaries or take you for granted so that you would learn how to put up healthy boundaries and you would learn your own worth and learn self-love. Sometimes when there's a third-party interference, we immediately internalize that and we think, well, what's wrong with me? What do they have that I don't have? And it triggers us. And the lesson in that is I just got really lightheaded and dizzy. I've never had that happen to me during a reading before. Anyway, I'm going to have to think about what that means because that's never happened to me during a reading. It was almost like I had a touch of vertigo for a second. Have you ever had vertigo? Oh my gosh, that's awful. You may have this person's head spinning. Maybe that's what that's about. But anyway, sometimes that third-party interference is meant to teach us that it wasn't about us, that there's nothing wrong with us, that we're lovable, we're great, and that it says more about that other person. And sometimes the third-party interference is meant to teach them a lesson. They're meant to teach your person a lesson that you couldn't teach them. In my journey, there was a third party, and I judged it, and I internalized it. And looking back like two years later now, I can see the lesson in it, right? But anyway, healing heart, healing heartbreak, toxicity or addiction, abusive relationship. So you could have, with this toxicity and addiction, you could have been codependent on this person. And like I said, I feel like one of the lessons here was you were meant to learn how to put up healthy boundaries. And in soul contracts like this, it's meant to trigger those things. They're meant to teach us lessons that no one else can really teach us. So you could have been someone who was like a people pleaser or an overgiver, and maybe this person wasn't giving you the love that you deserved, but you were afraid to put up a boundary, or you were afraid to ask for what you wanted. Or maybe when you did ask for what you wanted, this person pushed you away. That says more about them than you, my friend. But beautiful. It looks like you're healing. Let's keep going. We have unconditional love, giving and receiving, fairness, affection returned. And on the bottom, we have sabotage and rebuild, persistent, working on it, repairing. So it does feel like either you or this person or both of you do see yourselves wanting to repair this eventually, I'm hearing. Let's see what else comes out here. We're going to get 4 more. Mirroring. I told you I was hearing mirroring, and you know how I read. This card clarifies that card. And it was right around healthy choices when I talked about mirroring. And I said, maybe if you're making healthier choices, this person is mirroring that, right? So this person was meant to help you self-reflect and learn more about yourself and heal within your own energy. It says mirroring each other, self-reflection, introspection, inner wounds. And that's what I was talking about. This is triggering your inner wounds. And there's that passion card with the mirror. So definitely counterpart energy. Let's look under third party. Yep, we have third party and then we have ship. So this third party could have been the nail in the coffin in this connection. Like maybe this person, there was third party interference and you had to cut ties and try and move on from them. I don't think this person has moved on from you though. We have needing time, cycles take time, time to heal, progressing. And we have progression and arriving here. So you could have done like a cord cutting ritual, or you could have energetically tried to release this person. I do feel like here a line was crossed somehow, whatever that is for you. It's a collective reading. Not all of you are dealing with someone who put you in like a love third party situation, but I feel like for some of you, you are. And like I said, I'm also getting for some of you that maybe you were dealing with someone who is married and you decided to like make healthier choices and tell them, I'm not a side piece. I'm not interested in being your bit on the side. But yeah, it looks like after whatever this third party interference was, there were ties that were cut between you. And I feel like it needed to happen. So underneath not today, we have backstabbing. So 3 of Swords energy, heartbreak and pain, separation and loss, deception and lies, shocking attack. And again, I just keep hearing that boundaries were crossed. This person could have hurt you. And again, I feel like it was meant to help you learn how to put up healthy boundaries or, you know your own worth. Let's get one more. We have the golden mirror coming out. And then we have outdated thinking. So let me talk about this for a minute. You could be dealing with someone where underneath this toxicity and abusive relationship, underneath healing heart, we have the golden mirror, narcissist, love bombing, self-absorbed, one-sided. And I always say that, that's a narcissist is an overused label. Everybody is calling everybody a narcissist these days because of social media, when in reality, not everybody who has narcissistic tendencies is an actual narcissist. If you do feel like you're dealing with a narcissist, the best thing to do is cut ties with them and heal, right? And move forward. I don't think you're actually, I'm going to be honest, and you may disagree with me. And if you disagree with me, then you were probably dealing with a karmic and this isn't your reading, because what I'm channeling is that this is more of outdated thinking and like programming and labeling. So it feels like this person presented kind of like a narcissist, but that they weren't actually a narcissist. And again, if you're screaming at me right now in your head, no, they were a narcissist, then this probably isn't your reading. because to me, this looks like someone who had wounding that made them show up in a certain type of way. Maybe this person grew up with narcissistic parents. Maybe this person was like, sometimes people who are avoidance can be labeled narcissists when that's avoidant attachment and narcissism is something very different. But maybe your person's on the spectrum, because I'm hearing it's like a spectrum. Anyway, it feels like this was quite a one-sided connection. And I'm not saying this person didn't have feelings for you, because clearly they did. But it feels like they weren't showing up for you in the way that you needed. It was very like you were showing up and they weren't. That's what I'm getting with this one-sided. And I also feel like you were meant to kind of, now I'm hearing she's the one, she's come to break the spell, which is from Beauty and the Beast. So you could have been the person, just like this person was meant to help you learn how to put up boundaries and know your self-worth and love yourself by, you know, by this heartbreak and pain and separation and loss. I feel like you were meant to reflect back onto this person some of their unhealthy behaviors, and maybe some of, you know, maybe this person does have narcissistic tendencies. But yeah, that's what we have coming out. And we have sunglasses. So this person is watching you. They're watching whatever you're doing. So let's get some... Do I want to get anything else to confirm? What do you want me to do here, Spirit? Am I supposed to get I feel like I'm supposed to get another deck to confirm. I just don't know which deck. Sorry, guys. I'm just... Yeah, let's get this one. Sorry, I just... 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's just get 4 more cards from a different deck. We have sad, so someone feeling very sad about the way that they hurt you, or sad that you're no longer in their life. This came off the top, anxiety. And remember I said that's what I was feeling when I started tapping in. What I was feeling is I was feeling like a higher vibrational energy of ascension. And then I started to feel anxiety. So you could, the letter A could be symbolic. I just heard this reading is brought to you by the letter A, Sesame Street, if you don't know. But you could be feeling more high vibrational. You could be healing and ascending. And then this person is feeling quite anxious. And, you know, maybe that is a bit of karma. Maybe that is a bit of delayed mirroring, because maybe this person made you feel quite anxious and sad in the past. We have pause, divine timing, timing factor, trust your angels. So this separation was needed. If this person hasn't been coming towards you today, it's because you're being protected. Look, Archangel Michael, protection from harm. And sometimes, you know, sometimes people can be stuck in a cycle, but they so badly want it to work that, you know, they try and they try and they try and they try. And sometimes the universe steps in and removes it for you because you can't put up that boundary and remove it for yourself. So if this person was removed from your life, it was for your own protection. We have non-action, so there hasn't been action here. And that's what I was getting with that not today. So let's just confirm. We'll just get 4 of these. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. We have past. So someone from your past, which came up on the other deck right away, 6 of Cups energy. Looking back, history, the old days. So this is someone who is looking back and perhaps changing their perception is changing about what happened between you. You know, again, our perception, we all have our own perception. And this person's perception could have been way off. And maybe there needed to be a separation so that they could see this clearly. We have an offer. Proposal, dedication, responsibility, commitment. So it does feel like this person, I saw it in that other deck, there is something they want to offer you here, but perhaps they're, you know, too anxious to come towards you right now, or maybe there's still some divine timing and healing and cycles that need to heal before that can happen. But let's just confirm. 4 cards. We have sad. So whenever this card comes out, I do mention the song, is it Mean? Oh my gosh, I can't remember the names of these songs anymore. Maybe it's Mean by Madeline the Performer, but the lyrics may resonate with you. It's like, one thing I like about me is that I'm nothing like you and I never will be. Someone who likes the sound of their voice when they speak. You think you're telling the truth, but you're just being mean. And there's a line that says, you care. I'm like butchering the lyrics right now, so please forgive me. But there's this line about, you care, the more you pushed me away, the less you cared. So you could resonate with that. We do have cycles on the bottom, so it feels like there was some kind of cycle or push and pull or back and forth between you. And again, maybe they're getting a taste of their own medicine right now. Maybe now they're feeling sad and anxious. Someone could be moving. I have the Sold card on the bottom, so someone could work in like real estate, or someone could be moving here. Physical change. So yeah, we have commitment, and then we have partying and ghosted. So it feels like you were dealing with someone who felt commitment with you, or felt that commitment energy, but maybe they were, again, there was third-party interference. Could have been partying, I mentioned that. Drugs, toxic friends, caught up. So this person was caught up in like lower vibrational energy. And we have ghosted. We also have fragmented, and it's coming out over this line, half over this line, and also over Not Today and Heartbreak and Pain. So whenever I see fragmented, I think of that soul fragmentation, which, let me see if it's, maybe it's up here. Look, top card. It was on the very top of this deck. So whenever I see that, again, there's something, it's not as black and white as we like to think. There's like a gray area here. There's fragmentation of the soul on both parts, I feel. 29, so February 9th could be symbolic, or September 2nd, or the age 29. Significant drama from past, irrational, unexplained fears, like fear of commitment that doesn't make any sense. Checking out in certain situations, overreactions to seemingly small problems. So this person or you know, could have struggled with your reactions. I'm working on my self-worth. For a long time, I deemed myself as someone who didn't deserve love and happiness. I was always angry with my life and pushed love away because I thought I didn't deserve it. And think about that story about, I told you about those 2 people on Love is Blind, and about how this masculine was very upfront and honest about how, yeah, in the past I've pushed people away, and whenever something feels good, I just sabotage it. And then he lived out that cycle with that girl. Like, anyway. So fragmentation of the soul, I'm going to take that card. So let's get you some tarot, my friend. So I chose this deck, and on the bottom we have the World. So that kind of falls in line with the cycles that I was talking about, and maybe how some sort of cycle needed to end. Cycle of self-sabotage. Like, look at this. 5 of Swords, self-sabotage. So this person was self-sabotaging this connection. They were actively ruining it. And I'm not saying they were doing that on purpose. That comes from trauma and wounding. I feel like this person maybe wasn't aware that they were self-sabotaging. It was happening subconsciously. Like, for example, when someone grows up with a lot of chaos in their life and something feels like really good and calm, they actively start self-sabotaging it. They create that chaos. They recreate that conflict because that's what's familiar to them. And again, I don't think this person was purposely doing that. What's underneath you? We have the 8 of Swords in reverse. So we have new perspectives. So it does feel like this person's perception and perspective is shifting about this and about themselves. We have the Seven of Wands, boundaries. Boundaries. Interesting. This person could have been quite defensive. You could have struggled with defensiveness. We have the Four of Pentacles, so that talks about insecurity. It also talks about holding back. So maybe there's a boundary in place here, and this person is holding back because they're worried about crossing that boundary. Or, maybe you told them, until you're ready to heal, don't talk to me. Or maybe you told them, don't ever talk to me again. I'm someone who used to, I think we all struggle with self-sabotage in certain ways. And I'm someone who many times, would break up with people before shit had a chance to hit the fan. That's something that I've been healing about myself. And again, I'm not making excuses for anyone, but I grew up watching my parents deal with conflict that way. Whenever there was conflict, my dad would slam doors and say it's over, and he would leave. He would disappear. So I was kind of raised in that environment. And then I always said, I don't want to be like my dad. I'm going to be different. And then in my teenage and adult life in connections, I was that person. When we hit a roadblock, or when there was an argument, or maybe even when there wasn't, I would push the connection away. So again, it comes from fragmentation of the soul. We have the High Priestess. So the High Priestess can be about reprogramming ourselves. And I was just thinking about how I said, I'm not going to be like my dad. And saying it and being aware of it was not enough to stop it from happening. It still happened to me. It took reprogramming to stop it. I think I've told you, if you listen to me, there was a experience I had where I saw my dad come out in me when my children were quite young. And when I saw that happen, I always swore I was never going to be like my father, but I was. And when I saw that come out in me, I was like, I need to go to therapy. Even though I had been to therapy before, I was like, I need to commit to healing. And that's, of course, when my awakening started. So let's cut the deck and see what, I'm just going to get 3 cards for what this is about, and then we'll get into it. We have home. So this is reminding me of that soulmate card in that other deck that I always pull, where it says this person was meant to guide you home to the real you. So this, you could have awakened or discovered your own self-love because of the Tower moments in this connection. Again, it feels in a fairy tale world, in a perfect world, we would meet someone and they would make us feel like we were enough, and they would make us feel a certain way. And because they love us so much, we would realize how much we love ourselves, but that's not actually really how it works. I mean, for some people it does, but for connections like this, it's kind of meant to break you down so that you rediscover yourself and rise like the phoenix. So clearly this person feels a connection with you. They feel at home with you. This is giving me 4 of Wands. And then we have Knight of Wands, runner energy, fear of commitment, fear of intimacy, inconsistency, hot and cold, in and out. Take it as it resonates for you. So clearly this person felt this comfortability, I don't even know if that's a word, with you, and they ran from it. They pushed it away. They sabotaged it. And again, maybe it was meant for you to come home to yourself, to come into union with yourself. Again, someone could be moving here because we have the home card. The song Home by Edward Sharpe and the something. For some reason, I always hear Edward Scissorhands when I see the name of that band. I can't think of the name. It's not Edward Scissorhands, though. I know that. Maybe that movie's symbolic. Maybe Johnny Depp is symbolic. But That song Home by Edward something. Or Philip Phillips sings a song called Home. Chantal Kreviazuk, You Feel Like Home to Me. There's something in your eyes that makes me want to lose myself. Yeah, that's resonating for this reading. So what do we need to know about this situation? We have Four of Swords, separation, healing was needed, and look at the repeated imagery of two candles, because we saw it in that other deck. Look, two candles. And it feels like both of you had to heal your own things at different times, and you could be on different levels of your healing journey. Maybe you have healed a bit more, but Four of Swords, you know, quiet, a break was needed, separation was needed in order to bring clarity. I'm hearing being away from you has allowed me to gain clarity. And like I said, in a perfect world, we wouldn't need that, but some people do. We have Three of Swords in reverse. So that's good, because here we have Three of Swords in the upright. So Three of Swords in reverse shows someone wanting to make amends. It shows someone feeling remorse. It shows someone who wants reconciliation. And we have the Nine of Pentacles. So that's the energy that I've been talking about, where we work on ourselves and we make healthier choices and we improve. Someone may want to apologize for, like, maybe they had a fear of giving up their independence. Maybe they had a fear of being tied down. This could have been someone who was hyper independent. But it feels like this separation was needed. So, because Nine of Pentacles is a very independent energy. It's like a single energy. 9 and 3 could be symbolic, the year 93 or March 9th or September 3rd. Anyway. But this separation was needed so that this person could heal and grow a conscience, I'm hearing, and you could self-improve. It was meant for both of you to self-improve. But it feels like right now you're kind of focused on yourself, and this person has had a change of perspective and has clarity and wants to make amends and wants forgiveness. Yeah, we have, look, we have the Four of Swords and the Four of Cups here, 4-4. I'm here, and the Lovers, oh my goodness. So I'm hearing that you could have been being protected from this person. Like if they did ghost you, or there was a separation, or there was interference, it was meant to teach them a lesson, is what I'm hearing. The Four of Cups is about someone who wants to, you know, put in more effort in this connection. So this person does want to take action towards you. They do want to, oh, why can I never remember the, why? I look at it every day and I'm just, the connection is not connecting. Being more active in love, new understanding of love, new perspectives. It keeps coming out in this reading. And then we have the Lovers. So I feel like this separation was meant to bring you both new perspectives about connections, about yourself. And you got the Lovers card that, to me, there's two Lovers cards in this deck. And this one is about self-love. So I feel like there needed to be a separation in order to work on self-love. Anyway, Lovers is Gemini energy. We also have air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We have a little bit of earth, but we'll keep going. We'll keep going. Let's get another card for what this situation is about. We have two cards coming out, the World and the High Priestess. So this, and the Six of Swords. So this connection was meant to help both of you to reprogram old programming, is what I'm hearing, and to end cycles that maybe have been being repeated in your life or even from past lives, I'm hearing. With the Six of Swords can sometimes talk about moving away from like trauma from the past or baggage from the past. Anyway, it does show that you felt an intuitive connection with this person. You both kind of had an inner knowing about this connection with the High Priestess. And the World card, again, shows cycles. It shows patterns. You could have met online. There's distance here with the World. All right, so let's see who this is. Who is this? We have the Knight of Cups. So this is an interesting energy for who this is, because right away I heard rose-colored glasses. So for some of you, this could have been someone who was, again, maybe you were afraid to put up boundaries, or maybe you had those rose-colored glasses on, and because you felt such an intuitive connection with this person, and you felt such a soul connection with them, maybe you left those rose-colored glasses on for longer than you should have. The Knight of Cups follows their intuition no matter what. So that's what I mean about who this was. Maybe there needed to be a bit of logical thinking about this, because if this person was putting you in a third-party situation or mistreating you or any of those things, I'm seeing the Queen of Swords, who's very logical and will put up a boundary if they need to. You could be dealing with a younger person. Look, we have home. So whoever this is feels like home to you. Anyway, I just want to look at what the Knight of Cups could be. This could have been someone who, my dogs are about to bark. This could be someone who made promises that they couldn't keep. Like, this could have been someone who told you, I will change. I will prioritize you more. I'll stop behaving in this way. I'll stop overreacting, whatever those things are. They could have said that they were going to stop, but they didn't stop. They made promises that they couldn't keep. It says, I'm just looking at the Knight of Cups reverse for who this is. Passive-aggressive partner, quickly changing feelings. So this person could have been, like it says, disappointment. So this person disappointed you in some way. This person could have been very moody, or again, reactive, I'm hearing. They could have had a hard time being open or vulnerable with you. This also says avoiding conflict. So for who this is, we have not today here, right? Not today. So this is someone who's avoiding conflict with you. Maybe in the past, if they were to come in, it would have just caused more conflict, or they were in an energy where they would come in and fight with you. So again, you're being protected here. Just ignore my dogs for a minute. You're being protected here from this. Anyway, that's what we're seeing for who this is. And this is someone who feels like home to you. I just heard, even though that could be frustrating for some of you. Let's get one more to confirm who this is. Who is this? We have the Seven of Pentacles coming out in reverse, and we have Temperance. So there is something here about an inconsistent energy, my friend. You could be dealing with Sagittarius, or a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But for who this is, it is someone that patience is needed, or patience was needed. Divine timing, I'm hearing. But Temperance can be about an imbalance of energy. So I feel like there was an imbalance of energy. I feel like you were putting in a lot of effort and work and love, and maybe they weren't. Maybe they were prioritizing other things. The Seven of Pentacles shows that there's been a delay with this person, the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. I also feel like the Seven of Pentacles in reverse talks about a connection failing because only one person is putting in the work, which, you know, falls in line with that Temperance card, because it shows that there was an imbalance here, is what I'm hearing. Let me just look at Temperance. Whenever I ask who this is, I'm very called to imbalance. Imbalance. I'm very called to look at the shadow aspects of the card when I ask who this is. Spirit shot out Seven of Pentacles in reverse, so I don't have to. Unfinished. So for who this is, there's unfinished business. Low effort. Exactly what I was saying. This person didn't put in a lot of effort. There were you were putting in energy, but you weren't getting the results you wanted from this person. That's who this is. And it also says can't force love. So you could have been trying to, again, force this connection, make it work, but it wasn't. So let's look at this person's current energy, because I want to know. I want to know, what is their current energy? We have discovery. So this is someone who's discovering, it looks like they're discovering healing. They're looking at themselves. They're discovering something about themselves, something about this connection. This card always makes me think of the star card, you know, and you see this little mouse looking at this star. So they're starting to discover the things they need to heal here. And we have the Fool. So it could be that this person, again, has changed their perception and that they've discovered something about themselves. They could have even discovered something about their childhood, or they could have finally had that epiphany moment where they're like, wait a minute, I have wounding from my childhood, or the way that I was behaving is like, I was saying how I saw that in myself, and it took like a tower moment to see it, that I was acting just like my dad. I feel like I brought that up for a reason. So I feel like this person is discovering something about themselves, and it does look like they want to take a leap of faith towards you with the Fool. They want to, this is such a cute Fool card, but it looks like they want to come home because that home card keeps coming out. And I feel like you're their home. Happy Gilmore could be symbolic. Happy Gilmore just popped into my head where he's like yelling at the ball. That's your home, ball. Go to your home. So I don't know. Maybe this person's intuition is like, that person is your home. Just go to your home. Let's get one more for their current energy. We have the Queen of Cups. This is very nice because this is someone tapping into their intuition. This is their current energy. So listen, there's also something about, I'm looking at this discovery card, right? What are they discovering? And they're discovering something about you. And look at this, how it falls in line with the rest of the reading. I feel like they were very slow. I feel like they were very slow to make this discovery. But this Two of Pentacles also talks about inconsistency. And with the Queen of Cups, I kept saying you could have been an overgiver. There could have been an imbalance. So this person is now discovering, they're seeing your side of the story is what I'm hearing. They're seeing that they weren't giving you consistency. That's what they're discovering right now. That you were showing up trying to give them this beautiful love and they weren't receiving it. Like maybe they didn't know what to maybe they didn't know what to do with it. Look, home. Go to your home. All right. Let's see how they're feeling about you. Well, let's just talk about this for a minute. This could be someone who's discovering they have mother issues as well, or like they could be discovering that, you know, some of their wounding may come from the way their mother showed up for them or neglected them or whatever. It's also someone who's tapping into their intuition and their own healing energy. And that's what I was hearing with that discovery card. Someone who's discovering that it's beneficial to heal. I don't know. That's what my guides are saying. So let's see how they're feeling about you. We have surprise. This is interesting energy. So we have temperance on the bottom for how they feel about you. So they feel a very healing energy from you with temperance. Again, it just keeps, spirit keeps throwing it in here that there was an imbalance in this connection and they know it. They know it. Now, for how they're feeling about you, they could be being quite patient about coming towards you because maybe they want to come in right. And if they're in any type of insecure energy, they know they're avoiding conflict, right? So it's almost like they're waiting until they know they can come in correct. But if you look at this, this is so cute for how they're feeling about you. Back here, we have them discovering this star. And for how they're feeling about you, we have them dangling the star in front of you. I'm seeing you as the bird. You've grown wings and ascended is what I'm hearing. Risen like the phoenix, right? So for how they're feeling about you, it's almost like they want to show you what they've been reflecting about. They want to show you, they want to surprise you with the healing they've been doing. And, you know, maybe this person, for how they feel about you, maybe they weren't expecting to feel this way about you. Maybe they thought, because they were so actively pushing you away. And by the way, side note on that Love is Blind thing, after he was like pushing her away, and he like successfully pushed her away, then he was saying to his friends, well, I really want to talk to her. I always want what I can't have. Like, that shows the unhealthiness, right? That there needs to be healing. But anyway, it feels like this person does want to surprise you in some way. And again, I feel like this person could be very surprised with how they felt about you, because maybe they thought they could just push you away and not think about you anymore and easily move on. But I feel like it's surprised them how much they do think about you. I also feel like there's definitely healing here, right? Healthier choices and healing on both sides. So I feel like this person, I feel like you've shown them, or you taught them some sort of lesson about healing through this connection. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Pentacles for how they feel about you. So it does show that they're holding on to you, that they can't let you go, you know? And again, there's something about, I'm looking at this, Four of Swords. So remember earlier we had the Four of Cups in reverse. 444, you're being protected. So if this person isn't coming towards you, it's because you're being protected, or they're protecting you from themselves, is what I'm hearing. But with the Four of Pentacles and the Frog, it does feel like this person has evolved, and they want to surprise you with the fact that they're not that tadpole anymore, is what I was hearing. Let's get another one for how they're feeling about you. We have the Chariot, Ace of Wands, Eight of Cups for how they're feeling about you. And I just said about that guy on that show about, I want what I can't have. Like, after he pushed her away, all of a sudden he wanted her, or he realized he wanted her. Anyway, again, it's not healthy. That's not not healthy, but it comes from a wounded place. So for how they're feeling about you, this is very clear that they feel like you're moving on without them. They feel like you're going to leave them behind. That you're no longer accepting less than you deserve with the Eight of Cups. Somebody walked away or pushed somebody away from this connection with the Eight of Cups. And again, I feel like you were accepting less than you deserved in this situation. So it was for your own protection that there was a separation. With the Chariot and the Eight of Cups, like, this person sees you as moving on without them. And it's lighting a fire under their backside. We have the Ace of Wands on the bottom. So it's making them have realizations, right? But for how they're feeling about you with the Chariot, this is someone who wants to take action towards you, which I keep seeing in this energy. Ace of Wands, the Chariot, shows that this person wants to take action towards you. They want to come towards you. With the Eight of Cups, that could also be that they're leaving something behind in order to come towards you, or they feel like they need to leave something behind. Maybe it's like a toxic friend group. Maybe it's a toxic lifestyle. Maybe they have to walk away from the old version of themselves. They have to leave their single life behind. They have to leave, for some of you, that marriage behind. Take it as it resonates. Ace of Wands, so feeling very inspired to come home and open that door. Wheel of Fortune, so they're feeling, they're feeling like they need to make changes and adjustments if they're going to come towards you. They can't come back towards you in the same way. You know who I really miss? I miss my cat. During these renovations, it was very stressful for my cat to be up in this room. So I actually let him live with my son. And of course, him and my son have fallen in love with each other. So my son was not ready to give my cat back last night. Wally will return at some point, but right now he's bonding with my son. All right, so for those of you who miss Wally, that's where Wally is. He's living in our basement area. He was living there during renovations with my son. So anyway, let's see their intentions towards you. Intentions, we have the Six of Wands. So this, and the Eight of Swords in reverse. So this is someone who wants a successful outcome with you. They want to show you that they've transformed. This is someone who may reach out on social media with the Six of Wands, but they want victory here. They want success with you. They want public recognition with you. So like, I don't mean that like if you're in the spotlight, they want to like ride your coattails. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the fact that this person wants, you know, to be with you publicly. They want other people to know that you're together. Intentions, Eight of Swords in reverse. So this person's intentions are to show you that they're coming from a different place now, that they've changed. Maybe in the past, this person was full of ego, you know? And Spirit's reminding me of the reversal of the Six of Wands, which is feeling unloved, feeling unseen, feeling neglected. So, and this says new perspectives, right? New awareness. So it feels like maybe in the past, this person made you feel very unloved, very neglected, very unseen. And they want to change that with the Six of Wands being in the upright. So they want to come out of this separation with the Eight of Swords in reverse. Let's see what action this person will take. We have the Three of Cups, reconnection, reunion energy with the Three of Cups. It shows this person wanting to reconnect with you, socialize with you, ask you how you're doing. Very nice. We also have the Five of Cups on the bottom in reverse, which is about healing from the past. The Three of Cups is also about an energetic flow between two people. Like I know there's three birds in that bird bath, but in love, the Three of Cups is symbolic of a flow of energy. And if only one person is giving to that situation and the other person is just taking, the energy can't flow. It becomes imbalanced, which again is coming out all over your reading. This person wants energetic flow with you. Let's get one more. Maybe this person, what was I going to say with the Three of Cups? Maybe they want to, like, if this is someone who's afraid to ask you for commitment, they could come in offering friendship, just side note. Nine of Wands, this person wants to show you that they've improved. This person wants to surrender to this connection. If you look, we have a bat here, which is about death and rebirth. The Nine of Wands, this person wants to connect with you even though it's challenging, even though this is a connection that's not easy. Nine of Wands is a connection that's challenging, but a connection that causes self-improvement. And again, this person wants to persevere here and reconnect with you with the Three of Cups. We also have the Knight of Swords on the bottom. So this person wants to bring truth and clarity to this. They have a lot they want to say. This is sudden action, Knight of Swords. So for actions, it feels like it could come out of nowhere. Like it could come in very unexpectedly for you. I just want to look at the Three of Cups to confirm. Three of Cups, friendship, community, gatherings, celebrations. They could reach out to you on your birthday for some of you. Friendship turning to romance. It also talks about reunion energy. So this person wanting to reunite with you. And again, Nine of Wands is persevering with hope and determination. So this person wants to come in and fight for this. And again, even if I'm not saying they're crossing your boundaries in a bad way, but they're not letting what happened in the past stop them from coming forward. So again, oh yeah, there we go. For actions, Knight of Swords is quite sudden, right? Sudden arrival, being swept off your feet is what I'm hearing. It's a lot of communication. So this person has a lot they want to say to you. Ten of Swords in reverse shows they've learned some sort of lesson here about this connection, and they want to put this connection back together. They want to reconciliate. Let me just, again, I'm just confirming it for you. I already know the Ten of Swords in reverse, but I'm just confirming it for anyone who doesn't know tarot. Improvement, healing, lessons learned. So this person has learned a lesson. They want to heal this connection. Healing from past, putting relationship back together. And think about their intentions. Their intentions were their intentions were having a successful outcome with you. And 5 of Cups in reverse, healing from the past. So this person, there is healing here. What advice do you need about this person? What advice do you need about this person? I just looked at Spirit told me to look at my clock, which I don't normally look at my clock. And it's 10:10 here. So that can be the end of one cycle and the beginning of a new one. What do you need to know about this person? We have the Lovers, divine love connection. I stopped mentioning signs ages ago. I apologize. I did mention the star several times. So Aquarius, I see Cancer here, and all the other ones I mentioned. This is Gemini energy. So what do you need to know about this connection? I don't feel like this person loved themselves very much. And I feel like you were lacking that self-love too. And this was a connection that was meant to reflect back onto you what you needed to work on. It was meant to help heal the both of you. The Lovers connection is not an easy love connection because it's one that challenges you and causes you to grow and evolve. And that's why some people, when they hit these roadblocks, they're like, no, I'm done. Love shouldn't be complicated. Love should be easy. Not everybody chooses a Lovers connection because a Lovers connection is challenging. But again, for what you need to know about this person, it does feel like you have this soul connection with them, a divine connection for some of you, because we did see the twin flame card. And that what happened between you was meant to teach you self-love, which is what I kept saying in the beginning of this reading. I want to see what's currently blocking this connection. What is blocking this connection? We have the 7 of Wands. So that can be a few things. For some of you, there's boundaries in place, and I feel like those boundaries were needed. Some of the blockages, maybe you have this person blocked or they have you blocked. 2 of Pentacles as a blockage, inconsistency, someone who wasn't prioritizing love over other things, right? So let me just read the blockages. Wands are this way. Blockages: giving up, admitting defeat, yielding, lack of self-belief, surrender, defensiveness, denial in love, a breakup from external pressure. So those are some of the blockages here. And then the 2 of Pentacles. So if you're giving up hope on this person or you're feeling very defeated, again, that does block the energy a bit. Imbalance. What did I say? How many times did I say it? What was blocking this connection? An imbalance. Neglecting love, neglecting partner, not focused on love. Confirmation. So let's look at near future energy between the 2 of you, shared energy between the 2 of you in the near future. So that's like this month. This month we have the Hierophant. Whoa. And the Knight of Swords. So it does look like this person in the near future is coming towards you, having learned some sort of spiritual lesson, wanting to commit to you. Again, sudden action in the near future energy. Let's look at future potential of this connection, please, Spirit. Future potential. We have the Star. And how many times did I mention the Star in this reading and it never came out? Well, here it is. So future potential, wish fulfillment. And if you think about that discovery card, that little mouse is looking at that star, which is in a glass bottle. And here, that glass bottle is smashed. Like this person does do the healing that is required here. Future potential. It does show wish fulfillment. So, and your hope being restored in this person. And look at this, we have the King of Pentacles, which is long-term commitment. It's long-term stability. It's marriage. So it does look like your hope will be restored when it comes to this connection, my friend. Beautiful. And that this person will step up and provide and protect. That's really beautiful outcome energy. So what's on the bottom? We have death and rebirth. So a rebirth, right? After an ending. And we have the Emperor. And that's what I was hearing. It's like this person is going to step up. So You're going to see a new version of this person in the future. They're going to step up here with the Emperor. There's going to be stability. I've seen every 4 in this deck, so you were being protected when it comes to this connection. So let's get some channeled messages from this person. What do I want to get? Let's get... You know what? I touched this deck, so let's get this deck. So I'm just going to give it one shuffle, and we'll just see what this person wants to say. What does this person want to say? Oh my gosh, the first cut, Divine Masculine, and we just saw the Emperor. Clarity of focus, generosity of heart. This is the outcome, right? Emperor energy. Powerful presence, undaunted ambition, discipline, largeness of mind, risk-taking, assertiveness, strength of body and resolve, fiercely protective instinct, action-oriented. Pisces, you could be dealing with Pisces, or you could be a Pisces. I'm working on my Divine Masculine side. I need to be more assertive, confident, and speak up for myself. I can no longer bow out of things and situations when I become fearful, but fight for what I love, and that is you. So Spirit's telling me to take that card. What do I want to... I'm going to take these 2 cards, actually. All right. And maybe this one. So, what does this person want to say to you? Divine timing. Are you kidding? We have regret, Gemini, summer, fateful encounter. Let's get one more. Unawakened. So it feels like you were dealing with someone who was unawakened. And again, their current energy, they're starting to awaken. That discovery card, this person is starting to awaken. So you were dealing with someone who was unawakened. 44. You were being protected from this unawakened person. Fear of losing their old life. And what did I see? Like, remember their intentions is to walk away from that old life. Feels something is missing but is in denial, physically blocking and ignoring the connection. I'm fearful of letting go of what I have and what I know. What you're asking of me is impossible and makes me feel extremely uncomfortable. And it can be uncomfortable to awaken. Fateful encounter, impossible to avoid, big impact on future. April 4th could be symbolic. Impossible to avoid, big impact on future, questions your belief system, which I talked about that programming and beliefs about labels and things like that. Important life-altering event. The moment I laid eyes on you, I knew. I can't explain how I felt, but I knew I was meant to find you. We have August 6th to September 21st could be symbolic, or June 21st to August 5th. Well, June 21st to September 21st could be symbolic. Maybe you met in the summer. Maybe that's when you had your separation. Take it as it resonates. We have 84, so the year 84 could be symbolic, or April 8th, August 4th. Gemini, I wasn't always there when you needed me the most. Instead of trying to comfort you, I would jump ship, avoidant, because I couldn't deal with my own emotions, let alone yours. And we have regret, afraid they made the wrong decision. We have 75, so that could be symbolic, or July 5th or May 7th. Feels troubled or remorseful of what has happened. That's in their current energy. 3 of Swords in reverse. They have regret. Sees you happy while they are miserable and can't move on. 4 of Pentacles for how they feel about you. They can't move on from you. I think I made a mistake. I should have never let you go. I should have stayed and fought for our connection, but I was weak and fearful. Now I'm here mourning over the loss of you. And we have divine timing. 50. It never gets old. So Hierophant energy, or May could be symbolic. Believes union will happen when it needs to. So this is someone trusting in divine timing. We have another 4. That's at 4. So another 4. The universe is placing people, things, challenges, and more into your life when you can handle them. Belief that everything in life happens at exactly the right moment. I want to take action towards you. I want to talk with you, be with you, and feel you. Please be patient, my love. I will come back to you in divine timing. So it's one of those trust in divine timing. Anyway, my friends, it was nice to spend time with you. I'm going to leave it here. I'm sending you lots of love and light, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.